Welcome to your guardian chef, your angel in the kitchen. Today we are making the Mont Blanc, Monte Bianco, a French and Italian dessert named after the famous mountain. It is a chestnut puree shaped like vermicelli, topped with whipped cream. In Italy, we serve the Mont Blanc over a meringue. I have seen perfectly piped chestnut puree and whipped cream, but that is not what the Mont Blanc looks like. A Mont Blanc dessert should be imperfect to resemble the rough nature of the mountain. So get your children involved, especially at Halloween. These are the ingredients to make the meringue. The quantities are in the description below. To make meringue, you should beat the egg whites to form stiff peaks. To assure that, you need to follow two essential steps. The eggs should be at room temperature. The egg white should have no trace of yolk. Therefore, when separating the yolk from the white, use a separate bowl for each egg. If a yolk breaks, you cannot use the egg white. Beat the egg whites until they form soft peaks. Add half of the sugar and continue beating. Mix the rest of the sugar with cornstarch and white wine vinegar. They make the meringue crunchy. Add the rest of the sugar and beat until they form stiff peaks. Fill the mixture into a piping bag. Place a sheet of parchment paper over a baking pan. With the help of a ring, pipe the meringue into a round shape. You can make a small meringue that can be served as finger food, 2 inches, 5 centimeters, or a large one to eat with a fork, 3 inches, 8 centimeters. Bake at 300 Fahrenheit, 150 degrees centigrade for 1 hour. Once they are done, leave them in the closed oven to cool down. They are definitely rough, like a mountain. Aha! Now we are making the chestnuts puree. These are the ingredients and you will find the measurements in the description below. While in France they boil the chestnuts in syrup, in Italy we boil them in milk so the puree is less sweet. Simmer and milk the chestnuts with a vanilla bean cut in half. Add the sugar and let it dissolve. Once the chestnuts are soft, pass them through a vegetable strainer or ricer. They will form a vermicelli shape which you want to keep. Place the chestnut into the fridge and let it rest for 30 minutes. In the meantime, we prepare the whipped cream. The ingredients are listed below. Whisk the heavy cream with sugar until it is light and fluffy. Place it in a piping bag. We are now ready to compose the Mont Blanc. For the small Mont Blanc, you should use a paper cup so they can be easily held with 2 fingers. Place the meringue inside the paper cup. Using a ring mold, place the chestnut puree over the meringue without pressing it so it maintains that characteristic vermicelli shape. Pipe the whipped cream on top and do the same for the larger meringue. Decorate with a crystallized violet flower or pieces of marron glacé. Dust with icing sugar and keep in the fridge until serving. For a Halloween dessert, you can transform them into ghosts by adding chocolate chips for the eyes. For more chestnut recipes, see the playlist above. And don't forget to subscribe. Boo! So scary.